Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to do a little simple video of me just, speedrunning this July Leetcode challenge. I have not been doing any of these problems yet, so I just want to take 30 minutes, create a 30-minute video and run through all of these problems as fast as I can, just to see how good I am at, competitive programming. So I guess we'll start with binary tree level, order traversal 2, and then keep going down, and I'll do this for 30 minutes. And while I solve these problems, I'll probably be commentating a little bit, but I may or may not be silent. So we'll see how that goes. Also, you can get some quick brown switch mechanical keyboard ASMR. So if you like that, tune in. So I'll start the timer. I won't actually put a timer on the screen, but I'm looking at my clock over here, and I'll give myself 30 minutes. So let's do this. So, given a binary tree, return the bottom up level order traversal of its values, i.e. from left to right, level by level from leaf to root. So 15, 7, 19, 20, and 3. Okay. This is in JavaScript. I would like C++. There it is. Oh, and it looks like I solved it already. So let me just quickly remove that before I say anything. Okay, so my first idea is to... I feel like the best way to do this is a breadth first search because we're going level by level. See, my only concern here is that it has to be a bottom up level order traversal, which is a little bit more difficult because we are starting from the root. So anyway, let's just create a queue of tree nodes. And what's called queue. And let's also add root to it. Hang on, maybe I should make this bigger. I'm not sure if you guys can see it well. I think that is better. Q dot. Q dot push. I kind of forget the syntax with all of this stuff. I'm gonna, on my other monitor, I'm gonna look at the syntax for queues. C++, queues. I think it's just dot push. Push, okay, it's push back pop front. What? Okay, I did not know that, but root. And we want to keep on doing this while. Oh, this is a little bit tricky. How do I think about doing this? So, maybe I have to do a little more planning. So let's just do some planning in here. Jesus. Why is it not working? I recently got a new keyboard, and it's 60%, and that's why I have to learn how to be using all these function keys. Okay, there we go. That took a while. And I already did this problem, so I should be able to do it. Um. So I was thinking we have a pair with each of these values, a pair with each of these nodes, and the first one would be the actual node, and then the next one will be the depth. And the depth will be able to keep track of what level in the two-dimensional vector it needs to be placed in. Okay, that makes sense. And at the end of the thing, we will reverse the vector. Although this kind of seems kind of like cheating. Let's just do it. So instead of making a queue of only tree nodes, we will make a queue of tree nodes. And an integer. I think that's how it works. And I think how the syntax works. And we'll first push back tree node, our root, and 0. So now we have to continue doing this. Continue pushing and popping until we traverse through all of the nodes in the tree. So while q is not empty, then we want to continue doing something here. Let me just go like this so I can see a little bit better. Okay, so we'll first pop front, pair, tree node. Make sure that this one over here is also capitalized. We'll call this P, and then we'll call the next one here tree node, P that first, and then tree node star, or no, not tree node, integer depth equals P dot second, just so that we have variables that are easy to work with here. And if res.size, okay, so if res.size is equal to depth, then we want to create a new vector. Okay, so vector int new vector. I forget how to initialize. It's been a while since I've done C++. But vector int new vector. I want to initialize this. I think this will work. Wait, let me just look up how to initialize. I think this will work. 0. Or we can have a size 1, and then we can new vector dot push back node. And then have that vector be pushed into the res. And else, if res dot size does not equal depth, that means there's already a vector in the res that has nodes from that depth level. So we can just add it to that section. So then we can do res sub 0 sub depth dot pushback. Oh, should I do node dot value? I actually don't know. Okay, I think it's just val, because we don't want to push back the actual node, so that dash val is there, that push back, node dash val. And now we want to, after we do this, we want to traverse and add things to the queue here. So queue dot push back. Node to the right, and depth +1, and we also want to push back queue the left node, so queue dot push back node left depth +1. And after all of this, we would like to reverse it. So let me look a quick way to reverse a vector. How to reverse a vector in C++. I'm pretty sure there's a method. Okay, it is called reverse. And we simply do reverse of res.begin to res.end. And then we return res. Hopefully this will work. Compilation error. Okay, there are bound to be compilation errors. I'm forgetting a caret here. Where am I forgetting a caret? Right here. Oops, what is that? Okay, it's pending. There's also another compilation error. Q. Okay, it says no memory. I thought it was just push, but hold on, holds reverses. Okay, yeah, apparently there is no pushback, it's just push. I thought that was incorrect, but push, and then I keep pressing Control S, and that's why the keeps popping up like keeps popping up like that. How much time are we at? We are at 13 minutes, and we haven't solved the same problem yet. This honestly just might be one video. Oh my god, I keep pressing Control S. I keep pressing Control S. Okay. And I think pop is also just pop, not pop front. That's like, I think that's a DQ. Pop it. What is going on? Against void. Oh, okay, so I remember. It has to be q dot front, and then at the end here we do q dot pop. That's just how C++ works. I keep pressing Control S. I need to stop doing that. Res.push, okay. Res.push has to be pushed back because it is actual in vector. So there's this one. I keep keep pressing Control S. Oh my god, there are so many syntax errors in this code right now. I bet you guys were dying watching this. There is no semicolon. Okay, now there's a runtime error. Remember actions within null pointer. Oh, okay, so we have to make sure that if no dash right is not equal null, then we do this. If no dash right does not equal null, we do that. Oh, oops, left I mean. That would have been bad. Hopefully this works. No runtime errors, please. Okay, that is strange. Our answer is 0, 7, 15, 0, 20. It works, but there's these additional zeros here, and I'm not sure where they're coming from. Hang on. Where is this 0 coming from? Not sure, to be honest. Oh, I think let's just do that. I think that'll work. Remove parentheses to declare a variable. Okay, it is. I think this is acceptable answer. Bro, oh my god. Okay, I think we just have to reverse the left and right here. I guess the order matters. From left to right. Okay, so left to right. It has to be left to right. Okay, if you just switch the order, it works. So let's submit it now. Accepted. Yes, I did it, and I did it in 17 minutes. Not bad. I have 10 minutes left to do the next one. Wow, okay. There are 8 present cells in a row, and each cell is either occupied or vacant. Each day, whether the cell is occupied or vacant changes according to the following rules. If a cell has 2 adjacent neighbors that are both occupied or both vacant, then the cell becomes occupied. Otherwise, it becomes vacant. Note that this sounds like a lot like Conway's Life or something. I forget the program name, but know that because the person is a row, the first and last cells in the row cannot have 2 adjacent neighbors. We describe the current state of the person in the following way. Cell sub I equals 1 if the I cell is occupied, else cell sub I is 0. Given the initial state of the prison, return the state of the prison after n days such changes described above. Okay. So they're giving us only that is an interesting problem. I feel like So the I feel like this has a lot to do with bit masks, but I also don't know how to use that. So I think what we need to do is this really is not efficient, but my plan was to create a vector of So if we want to iterate through this and just change it, we need to use another array, because like you can't operate on the same array because it might affect future ones and zeros. So we have to always allocate a new array every time we pick a new day. This is not efficient. I'm actually kind of curious about the solution. I feel like it's going to be like a bit mask. But for now, let's just brute force it because I only have 8 minutes. I can't use the same variable here. So let's look at the rules again. If a cell has two adjacent neighbors that are both occupied or both vacant, then the cell becomes occupied. Note that the person is a row, the first and last cells in the first and the last cells in the row cannot have two adjacent neighbors. So, and then we can go from this to this. That makes sense, I think. So So how does this one become vacant? Okay, so it'll always become, after one operation, left and right will always become 0 because they never have two adjacent neighbors. That should not be equals to equals. Then we should make the OG vector equal to the new vector, and hopefully that will work. Okay. Runtime error, reference binding to null pointer of type int. Yada 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 yada. Oh, I have to make this equal to cells. That'll make sense. Hopefully this works. Crossing my fingers. Okay, there's no compilation errors, but it didn't work. Did I get the rules correctly? If the left and right values are both equal, then the middle becomes 1. If not, then the other one becomes vacant. Okay. OG vector, j minus 1, j plus 1, left to right. This is slightly confusing. Not sure why it's not working. Oh yeah, if you're in the comments watching me struggle with this and it's very clearly obvious, you can always comment down and roast me, or give me constructive criticism. Always open to that too. This is such a bad runtime. It's n squared, but n O sub n space, but I don't know. I feel like you just have to brute force this kind of problem. And I only have 3 minutes left. Oh no. I don't know if I'll continue doing this or not. Maybe off camera, maybe on camera. I feel like it has to do something with switching the new vectors from an old vector. Let me just look it up how to do things like that. Okay, I am. Okay, it looks like the way I'm doing is fine. I'm just confused. What is wrong with this? Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording just so that you don't have to just sit here in silence as I struggle. And I'll come back when I figure it out. Okay guys, I'm back. It turns out that even if we were able to find our solution, it wouldn't have been accepted because it would run into a time limit exceeded. That would make sense if n, the number of iterations or days there were, it would just take too much time because it is n squared. What I did realize was that apparently there is a cycle when it comes to these configurations, or a cycle when it comes to these iterations, and you can use modulus to figure out when exactly it would appear, or a certain configuration will appear. So, and I think I didn't take time to like look through that cycle, and that's why I wasn't able to find the correct solution. So, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm going to continue trying to do the brute force solution, and then also try to fix it so that I can use the cycles. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video.